Welcome, everybody, for another night of Rocket League. Tonight we are kicking off Group A of the Skrub Cup Championship. We obviously have the Royal Losers versus the Amigos tonight. It's going to be a good matchup here. Both teams very skilled, obviously making it to the championship. But just to start us off here, finally Group A started. Group B is already finished. We have Not Right Gaming and the Terrible Twos moving on into the top 8. So congrats to those two teams. But get things kicked off here. I'm gonna go ahead and do early predictions here. Unfortunately, no co-caster tonight, but yeah, I'm gonna say Amigos are gonna take it in 5 games here. Actually, no, Amigos in a sweep. I have the Amigos in a sweep. I don't even think I've seen a match of the Royal Losers, and looking at this matchup, I know that the Amigos are definitely a really good team. So I'm gonna take them in a sweep here. Make sure all the players are ready, and we might get straight into this game. Let's see here. It's a nice little night. Get some Rocket League action in. You're ready. We got another matchup coming up soon. I believe though, the defenders have moved on via FF because the other team, we've had a lot of unavailability in Group A. So anyways, getting things off started here. Royal Loser is going to win that kickoff, but Carson's going to send it all the way downfield. Close start here. Sid trying to get this dribble going. Good challenge there from under, and Donovan just going to clear that ball. Carson sending it back. Now Sid with a good cutoff there. And under gets a good beat on him. Now trying to get a touch off the wall here. He does. It's on to the backboard. Donovan's got to make a touch, and he does. Carson with the shot, but it's a little bit high. Now retreating, and Sid's going to take the ball here. It's a good pinch downfield, and Carson trying to play it into the corner. A good flick up. See what Under can do. Trying to get a shot on. And Sid. Good touch there to his teammate Donovan. And like I said before, I don't really know any of these players here. I know Sid. I know Sid a little bit. Donovan, never heard of him. Let's see if he can have a good showing tonight. Anyways, moving on. It's an open net. Can he put it in? Carson, what a save. He had to reach for that one. That is just perfect save there. Now Under. Trying to get a touch out. Carson, a little boost here in the corner. Just trying to get it around one, and he does well. Now Donovan hits it right back out Under. Trying to get a shot on, and he does. 1-0 Amigos. It's a beautiful play there. Donovan getting bumped by Carson. Has to try and control the ball as well, waiting for his teammate to get back, and Under gets a perfect dunk off the top of his car and puts in the open net. Well played there from Under. Now the Amigos with a 1-0 start. They're looking good so far, and we've seen some chances here from the Royal Losers, but just not able to capitalize on them. As now we see Under clearing the ball to their side. Trying to get a shot on. That's a good shot, but just off. And Donovan gets a really good beat on Carson. It's going to unfortunately bounce awkward for them. Giving Under time to recover on this. And Sid trying to get a shot on there, but Under plays it well. Now here he comes. He's been dangerous so far. Donovan, he's been playing very solid on defense in my opinion. Even though he did let up that one goal. This game has been looking very close, and I might be wrong with the sweep here. I mean, these two teams in the first half of the first game, they're looking even. Here comes Sid, trying to get the ball out. Under, he's been playing beautifully in the midfield, doing those smart challenges, opportunities like that. And now Carson has to play it smartly, and he does, and that's going to be another goal for the Amigos, and Carson getting himself a goal here. Well played. We can see Donovan trying to create something out there, and Carson
It's a really nice 50-50. Sid not expecting it to go straight in his net, and Carson puts the Amigos up 2-0 with 2:17 left. And I'd like to say this again, I mean, Under obviously coming in as, I believe, the highest ranked player here, Carson being the veteran he is, but I mainly picked the Amigos to win because of Under, and I know he's got that dog in him, as some would say. I mean, he's here to step up and make plays, and not like that, but he's here to make plays to win his team a championship. And I honestly think the Amigos could lose this series if he doesn't show up, but we'll have to see continuing on in the series. But so far, they've looked outstanding. Here we go. Under. Trying to play it on the midfield. We've seen this countless of times. Sid gets a good backflip challenge, and Donovan trying to put a goal in here, and he gets a good demo, and that's a great save from Under. Now Carson with the 1v1. Doesn't get it. Misflips there. Under. Making this a little awkward, and they're just trying to win the ball over, but it doesn't work out, and Carson almost gives up the goal there. It's a beautiful angle, but what a save from Carson on the goal line. And here comes Under. Good 50 on Sid. Gets it past one. Now here comes Carson. Trying to get a shot, and there it is. Most likely the dagger in game one. Carson takes this to the corner, pops it out middle, and just finishes up with one touch to get around Donovan. Well played there from Carson. I mean, Carson, that was all Carson in that play. I mean, you saw him from that beautiful angle shot from Donovan, but he turned that around with a save, got the boost, created pressure, and scored a goal off it. And that's what you want to see out of either side of these, out of any of these players on either side. I mean, it's just how you, that's how you win championships. As those plays right here, we see Carson winning in season 10. He knows how to play in these scenarios, so I'm ready to see this. But game one most likely over here. 10 seconds remaining. Can we see one more goal? Is Under trying to play this out. Good, just trying to create a 50, and there it is. Game one goes to the Amigos. And like I said, I mean, I was expecting something like this, you know. I did not expect the Royal Losers to come to this game like how they did. I thought they played pretty good. They could have obviously, you know, had some goals in there. I mean, they created the chances though, and they got around the Amigos. And so if they can continue that, I mean, they still have a chance in this series. But Amigos looking absolutely flawless on defense and offense. And yeah. Players are requesting. Oh, never mind. We're good. We're good. So this is just a reminder for everyone. This is a best of 7 throughout the championship. That's how it goes. This is Group A, round 1, obviously. So we can see here that Group B is already finished. So moving on forward, you'll see Group A matchups. Whoever wins this plays against the defenders, if that is streamed, not sure, but sooner or later you're gonna see the top 4 teams coming onto the streams, and isn't that exciting? As we get into game 2 here, Amigos with the 1-0 lead. See if they can keep this amazing gameplay up into game 2. Sid has possession of this ball on the wall. Allows Donovan to actually go for it, and now Under reads that perfectly. Now trying to get this down there. Now Carson has to play somewhat stalling pretty much for his teammate to get back, and he does well. And now Donovan sending a shot, and Carson, that's a misread though. It doesn't matter. Under thought it was a 1v1, but he's just going to take the open net, and look at that. 30 seconds in, Amigos take the goal lead. And Under, that's just a beautiful play. Reading where the players were, taking the ball and just creating an open net.
Now on the kickoff here, Sid. First Carson. Carson gets a little bit of a misflip there. Sid's gonna have a shot here. And oh man, that's a beautiful goal there from Donovan, putting in the first goal for the Royal Losers, but Under trying to control this ball just gets it a little bit too far out than I think he wanted, and Donovan reads that. He puts a goal in and tied this game right back up off kickoff. Another even kickoff there. And Sid. It's a good shot on net, and Carson having to just let that one come right at him. I mean, that was a boomer off the kickoff. Now we can see Sid going for an air dribble. Under. Jumps up for it. Fakes it, though. Now Sid having to control this. There's no boost, but he gets around one and tries to get the bump, but well played there from Under to avoid it. And now it's a beautiful 50. It's on the waterfall. Can Carson read it? Yes, he can. Goal number 2 for the Amigos, and Carson will put that one in. And I mean, beautiful play there from Carson. Reading the shot opportunity. Getting that perfect 50-50. Putting in the open net. And I mean, that's what you expect from a player like Carson. I mean, you know, he might not be the most flashy player, but he definitely is. He's one of the players in the league that knows how to do really good 50-50s, and another goal he puts in there. Speaking about 50-50s, can we talk about Under just absolutely being a menace in the midfield here? Beats Sid as last man there, and Carson puts in the open net. Ooh, and a little trickery there. Carson actually opts to go for it, other than Under, and Sid trying to make it a 1v1 opportunity, but Carson. And oh my goodness, Under gets another beat in the midfield and will put in the open net. 4-1. And we've just seen this many, many times again. The Royal Losers sending their last man in for a play, and the Amigos just outdust them, and it's an open net. And if you're the Royal Losers here, you gotta think, well, if they're capitalizing on it, we gotta change that. See, you know, maybe they start playing more defensive, trying to let the Amigos make the mistakes. But as that one's just off the bar, we can see that the Amigos looking like they're not gonna make many mistakes. Now Under, getting it back to his own corner. Carson grabs the boost, and now Under has the ball. Donovan gets a good challenge there. And here comes Under. Low boost, and that's a misflip there from Sid, and Under's just going to roll it right in. And that's not what you like to see. Maybe a little bit of fake there. Maybe he thought he was going to try and shoot it instantly, but nonetheless, Under. I think that's his hat trick in this game, if I believe so, but Donovan now with full boost, trying to get something going. Hits it off high. Now Carson beats Sid. And is that another goal? Yes, it is. 6-1. And we're not even halfway through this game yet. This has just been utter dominance from the Amigos here. And like again, Royal Losers sending in their last. I mean, I get that you have to be desperate, but sending in their last man, letting the Amigos beat them, giving them an open net, it's just been constant. And that's got to change, or this series isn't going to go well for the Royal Losers. Now it's a good 50 there from Donovan, but Carson with amazing recovery to get back and get a touch on that ball. And Donovan takes the boost, but can't do anything with it. Now Sid having to get a 50, which he does really well. Now Donovan sends a shot down there. Under's going to take it though, and it's a self-sacrifice play there from Carson. Now Sid trying to get a shot on, and oh my goodness, did the Amigos just dunk each other in the net? I felt like Carson could have had this. It's a good shot though. Perfect placement to get both of the Amigos players panicking, and I do believe Carson had it, but Under just wasn't sure, so that's going to give the Royal Losers a little bit of hope here in this game too. 2 minutes left on the clock. They're down by 4. I mean, the ratio is out to be 30 seconds a goal, but
You can see here that the Amigos aren't letting that happen, and Carson puts on a shot. It's a goal line save, and Under can't finish it. What a save there from Donovan. And now the other way. Sid trying to play something here. Carson air dribbles it out in front. Donovan tries to play it out middle. Sid is there, and he gets the shot. And there it is. The Royal Losers looking alive here in Game 2, last minute. I mean, obviously, it's not over yet. You still have a minute and a half to get 3 goals. We've seen it before. We've seen it happen in 30 seconds. If you recall, Not Right Gaming versus, oh man, who'd they play? They're terrible twos. So, you saw that. You know not to get your, not to count it out yet. And look at that. Sid putting in another goal. Hat trick here. And Carson, it's a really bad touch under, and wasn't expecting Sid to just read it right there. And this game's looking a little bit different here as the momentum, I feel like, shifted to the Royal Losers. Even though they're still down by 2, I mean, they're putting in goal after goal. It's a good kickoff there from the Amigos, though. Donovan, send it out. Sid, no boost, flies up, though, but Under cuts him off. Now Donovan has possession. Carson trying to get a challenge. Now it's just Under, and it's a good dunk from Donovan. Almost just a straight goal, but just off the post, and Amigos will hopefully get it out here. Under gets a touch onto the backboard. Now Donovan sends it on net. Sid trying to get it back into the play. Carson has 100 boost, though. Misplay there. Now Donovan, the pressure's up. Can they keep it? No, that's a good demo there. And Under, it's going to get a really nice 50-50, and the pressure has gone away. Donovan tries to send it right back. Carson with an early challenge, and it's going to work out for the Amigos, but no! It's just off. I thought Under had the free open net, but apparently not. 30 seconds left. We need to see a goal here soon from the Royal Losers. And now it's a 1v1 opportunity. Sid versus Carson. Can we see a goal? No, Carson plays it well, and this might be a goal for the Amigos, actually. Donovan will get back to it, though. Last chance, if they want a chance in this game. Donovan sends it downfield. Under is going to take it away and put the game away. Amigos are going to take game 2 here. What a play there from Under. Reading the pass. Playing it soft touch to himself and puts in the open net. And I feel like if the Royal Losers played how they did in the last 2 minutes, they could easily win a game in this series. But the Amigos hang on here. And there is game 2. So if you're the Royal Losers here, in my opinion, obviously, the Amigos are, having beautiful offense. But why is that happening? It's because of the overcommits. We've seen so many overcommits from the Royal Losers, but in the last 2 minutes, they played defensive. They also played a little bit aggressive. They played smart. They outsmarted the Amigos, I will say. But if they didn't give up 6 goals in the first half, I mean, who knows? But Amigos have the 2-0 lead here in the series. Can we see the Amigos try and put this series on game point here? Who knows? Moving to game 3 here. I'm expecting the Royal Losers to come out here, play defensive. Obviously you're down 2 on a series. It's not good for your mental, but you gotta take it one game at a time. We said that almost, I think, every single series when you're down 2-0. You gotta take it one game at a time. You gotta play it smartly and bounce back. Now here we go. Under gets a flip reset. We've seen a great series from Under as well. Carson and Under, but Donovan sends it downfield. Carson, oh my goodness! That might be one of the best redirects I've seen in a long time. Beautiful shot there from Carson. I mean, oh my goodness. He barely nicks that with his hitbox and sends it top bins. But that, I guess we'll send the Royal Losers to have their first lead of the series coming in here in game 3. Now Under gets a misflip there. Carson does have control though. A good challenge from Under. Good double touch to Donovan. He's taking this up. Now that's a good dunk there from Sid. Can this be an opportunity? Donovan trying to chase it down, but just off the post. Now Sid hits it right into Carson. That's not what you want. Carson doesn't get the touch he wanted though. And Under trying to get it past to Carson. Sid's going to cut him off though, but Carson reads that cutoff and gets a good dunk. There it is. Another mistouch there from the Amigos. We're a minute into this game.